Why are you dressed like a leprechaun?
Because it's freaking St. Paddy's Day, buddy. Yes. Welcome to DeHuff Uncensored. We're broadcasting from the Storms Bros Junk Removal Studios. Yes, it's St. Patrick's Day as I record this. Just another excuse for all those lushes out there to get hammered during the day. uh, Never been a huge St. Patrick's Day fan. I remember as a kid, if you weren't wearing green, it's prime pickings to get pinched. And there'd be times, I got to be honest, when I was in like elementary school, I wouldn't wear green on purpose because I wanted the ladies to pinch me and I could run away, be like, oh, you can't get me. Oh, I made a mistake in not wearing green. Pinch me, ladies, right? But as an adult, you can't get away with that, right? Then you're going to be on a list. Right? So don't be as an adult, you shouldn't have to worry that somebody's gonna pinch you because you're not wearing green. If you go up to if somebody comes up to me and they're like, "Oh goodness gracious, you're not wearing green," guess what your natural response would be?
I will fuck you up
if you pinch me, right? Type of thing. I don't know what I would do. That's like an old lady thing. Right? Be like, come here, let me put my teeth in. Maybe I'll keep them out. You never know. Ever had a gum job there, sonny? Okay, being gross. If you could even understand that, I was losing breath as I was trying to be an old woman. But there's so many times. I mean, I guess there's a lot of natural responses if somebody tries to pinch you today as an adult because you're not wearing green.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Yeah. That's a natural response. If some of your buddies or it's somebody you don't know, God, could you imagine? You're hanging out at Walmart and some guy comes up to you, he's like, hey, you ain't wearing green. Come here, you son of a bitch.
Grab his dick and twist it!
That's what everybody'd be chanting in the store. And you'd be like, okay, I feel like this is justified. Give me that hug of yours there, sir. Twist. Pop, pop. Or, you could just, like, if a lady's coming after you, and listen, it's unwanted touching, okay? So guess what you would do?
Kick her in the pussy.
Sorry. It is funny. I dropped my daughter off at school. My son did not give two shits that it was St. Patrick's Day. But my daughter's like, oh, no, I didn't wear any green. Like, you're fine. And I'm like looking in my car. I don't have anything green in my car. You'll be fine. Somebody's going to pinch me. I was like, they're not supposed to nowadays. They're not allowed to do that. Okay. Oh, Dad, they're still going to do it. What I wanted to say is, remember how I taught you how to throat punch somebody? This might be the time to whip that out. Mr. DeHuff, your daughter's here in the principal's office. We'd like to talk about her jujitsu chops to the throat because somebody tried to pinch her. Okay? Then I would be unsympathetic and be like, yeah, that's what I told her to do. Was it a clean shot or not? I'm kidding for all the faculty that I know that listens. They're like, hey, he's promoting violence. No, I'm not. I'm saying if somebody attacks her, yes, I give full reign. Go for it. Unleash the beast. Anyway. It is, never been a fan of it. Never been a fan of the whole pinching thing. Just a made up, as far as the whole pinching shit. It's just a made up thing to go along with it. Right? Because what is also associated with St. Patrick's Day is booze. And then somebody's like, you ain't wearing green. I'm gonna pinch you. Here I come. I'm gonna pinch you. Oh, it's so. Why is the room spinning? Pop, pop. I'm coming. Anyway, guys, don't forget to interact with the show. Comment below wherever you're consuming this, whether it's on video or, I don't know, audio. Sorry. It's a fun day. It's a fun day. Let's smile today. Why not? Man, I was tuning into some local radio stations, and it was so serious and boring as fuck. Oh God. Not gonna tell you which one, but I may have worked there. Mostly because Mike Evans was on vacation, and I'm like, man, they really need that guy. He's way too critical of a piece. But anyway, I was like, I can't listen to this. I love Mark. I love him to pieces, but holy fuck sticks. Anyway, so don't forget, I told you earlier, Storms Bros Junk Removal is the proud sponsor of the studio here at DeHuff Studios. And also, don't forget that Roof Goat USA. Check them out at roofgoatusa.com and get that roof inspected right now, or sign up to have them come out. They're a proud sponsor of our sports section and our headline section. So very cool. I love them both. Storms Brothers Junk.com, and also check out roofgoatusa.com. By the way, before we jump into the news, I was just thinking about this. There's a lot of people on spring break. They might be listening to this after they just got done with a wild orgy on a beach, or maybe they're going to one. I don't know. Whatever you kids do these days. Or maybe you're sitting at home wishing you were on spring break, and it's either this week or next week, whatever. It's almost technically spring, and then summer's right around the corner. That means like beach weather. You're wearing shorts and whatnot. You really know what this means? I think you do.
Women have side boob. Time for this summer's hot new fashion trend. It's men's side nut shorts. Yeah! This scorching new look sends the message that you're full of confidence and you're saying goodbye to a sticky sack.
Oh man, it stuck to my leg again.
Side nut shorts are partnered with Dick and Bush trimmers, as well as Puff to Muff manscaping gel. However you like to present the boys, Side nut shorts is there to help you show them off.
I like to pull them tight so they're spilling out the sides. Really give the people a show.
Don't let the ladies have all the fun. Show off those nuts with Side Nut Shorts. Side Nut Shorts are banned in most cities and towns throughout the entire world.
I love that one. That's one of my favorite ones I've done. I can't find it way back when this thing started. I mean, this is like episode 909, which is wild. Again, if you look at it, it says I have over 1,000, but that's because I used to do, snippets and post them and whatever. Doesn't matter. But technically, full episodes, I'm at 909. Crazy. But way back in the first, I want to say 20 episodes, somewhere in there, I'm too lazy to go back. I did like a steel rooster. Is something about like waking up with a heart on. I don't know. I need to, or maybe you guys do it. Tell me which episode it is, and I'll go pull the audio. I did a steel rooster commercial. It might have been for like an erection pill. I don't remember completely. I usually save all that stuff. Can't find it. I have my old Craps Be Gone that I made a commercial for. I think it's like adult diapers or something like that when I worked with Scott and Al way back in the day. I have that, but I can't find my Steel Rooster one. Which is, if you don't know, guys, another name for rooster is a cock. Okay, just saying. Okay, just putting that out there. Steel cock. There you go. Anyway, guys, it's going to be a great show. It is. Cannot wait. Big thanks to everybody that's tuning in today. It's only going to get better. It is. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's only going to get better. Let's do it. Let's jump into the headlines. It's time for the news.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now, here are the headlines.
Today's headlines are presented to you by Roof Goat USA. Go ahead and check them out at roofgoatusa.com. Blub the Italian fish. Hello, I am Blub. Is this an Italian voice? It's an Italian voice. Hello, my name is Blub. That's a terrible Italian voice, but I like it. It'll do. Blub the Italian fish took home the title for the greatest distance covered in a motion sensing vehicle by a goldfish in 1 minute, thanks to his owner, who's also an engineer and apparently single. Because who fucking has time to do that shit? That's kind of impressive, but weird. Weird. Thomas DeWolf of the Netherlands. Thomas DeWolf of the Netherlands. Hello there. I got a goldfish and I put it in a tank and he's going to go drive the car around. I don't even know if that's like what a Netherlands accent sounds like, but whatever. Netherlands, excuse me. He crafted a 4-wheeled vehicle that holds a water tank and is directed by the movements of the goldfish, who was able to travel a total of 40 feet, 3.46 inches to break the record. Which tells me somebody's done this before. The 4-wheeler is complete with a motion sensing camera, so when the fish moves to one side of its tank, the car also moves in that same direction. That is so bizarre, but cool and creepy. Kind of all balled up into one. But we did have somebody out on the floor watching this, and she was not happy.
He didn't use his turn signal!
Yeah. She was pissed. What? I'm sorry, ma'am. What was the problem?
He didn't use his turn signal!
Sorry. It's amazing what you smart people do.
What do you mean, you people?
Smart people, folks. It's amazing what you guys do when you have too much downtime. You guys have too much downtime. You connect all these gadgets to a fish tank, put wheels on it, and it drives across the floor. If I have too much downtime, I eat too much food and explore my body sexually. Okay? Way too much time on my hands, completely different than way too much time on your hands. Just saying. Oh, man, I got zits on my dick again. Why? Too much greasy pizza. Sorry, lady. I know I have a lot of ladies that listen. They're like, oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Is that what happened? Oh my gosh. I got to say this real quick. Derail. There's times where we had family over the other day, right? And there's this lady, she's my wife's aunt, I think it is. I don't know, a cousin or something like that. Lonnie, super intelligent, amazing personality, just fun to be around, right? And then she's like, yeah, I tune in every now and then when, need to pick me up type of thing. And I'm like, oh, shit. So when I say stuff like that, talk about, it's like, wait, people like that are listening. Shit. Yeah, there's times where I try not to think about who's listening. But then there's times where I'm like, I wonder what these people with, that I definitely know have my same sense of humor. Like J.R. Slick is always responding to stuff, which, by the way, he was talking about Coach Carl. God, I'm really derailing real quick. I swear to God, I'm going to get back to the headlines. J.R. said, Coach Carl, blah, 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 said you're his assistant. Does that make you Carl's Jr.? Hey, Carl's Jr., the actual restaurant. You should sponsor our Little League team, which we haven't decided on our name yet. I think we're going to vote on it tonight. So we'll see. I said the Mighty Bighorn, because a tribute to Colorado, or the Iron Bison, either way. Again, a tribute to Colorado, or the Angry Pickles, which I posted those 3 options and then added other. Nobody gave me other. But I posted those on a poll on Facebook and on Twitter, both overwhelmingly. The winner was Angry Pickles. I have a feeling the kids are not going to like that. Although I think that would be hilarious. Our team color is going to be like navy blue. So I think like the Mighty Bighorn would fit with that color scheme. It's not like we're going to put logos on it or anything, but still, Is there a better one? Now keep in mind these kids are like 12, 13 years old ish, right? So it can't be inappropriate. I know my listeners. I do. Anyway. Back on track. Hey, buddy, let's get going. That's me shifting gears. A Florida man allegedly tried to steal a septic tank. First, he tried with his Toyota Corolla. Didn't work out. It didn't. Okay? He tried his damnedest. That would have been funny to see. Like, what are you doing, dude? Then he came back with a U-Haul. And he loaded the septic tank on a ramp and onto the truck or into the truck, along with around $2,500 worth of electrical pipe. Thankfully, he was caught. See, that's what sucks about construction sites is dickheads go in there, steal piping, electrical, shit like that. Then it costs the owner, because people do that to houses being built. They'll go in there, strip the copper or whatever, and that just it fucks everything up. And then it's just like it really just delays things. And plus, don't be a dick. Don't steal shit. Okay? How about this? Get a job. Get an OnlyFans account. Fuck, that's better than stealing electrical pipe and a septic tank. Dude was caught, thankfully. But man, going to prison. I didn't even think about what a good prison nickname would be for that. You guys, I'm not going to do it right now, but you guys go ahead. If he steals a septic tank and a bunch of electrical pipe, what would his prison nickname be? Go ahead, comment below wherever you're consuming this. We'll have some fun with it, okay? I think there was one that, it might have been JR Slick that responded. Let me look real quick. See, I'm very squirrel today. What is going on with my brain? I'm like a, ping pong ball. Boop. We have our ping pong table set up here in the basement. I'm staring at it now. Anyway, I'll look at that later. But anyway, guys, you know what? When it comes to roof repairs, they're focused. A lot more focused than me. And they do a fantastic job. They're the GOAT. Roof Goat USA. So if you need some roof repairs, you need to contact the GOAT. Again, Roof Goat USA. Go to roofgoatusa.com right now, and you can see that they cover Michigan, they cover Colorado, and it's very easy to set up a free evaluation. If it's free, it's for me. Have them come out there, and here's what's cool. I told you they're in Colorado, they're in Michigan. That means they have home bases here. They're not just flying in because there might be a storm, and then as soon as they have their ragtag group of roofers fix your roof, quote unquote, then they book it. No, they're here in Colorado. They're here in Michigan if you're living there, right? That's a big deal. You go local. These guys are local. You got to check them out. So whether it's a repair, replacement, insurance claims, these guys know how to handle it all. If it's a commercial building that needs work done, if it's a residential, they know how to do it. Metal roofs, shingles, it doesn't matter. Roof Goat USA is the GOAT for a reason. And they prioritize the safety and comfort of your family, making sure that your home is well protected against the elements for a long freaking time. How long? Well, they put a stamp of their guarantee on it, okay? They give you a 30-year coverage from install date that covers all materials and labor, again, for 30 years from date of install. That's the Roof Goat USA way, guys. They're the GOAT for a reason. So go ahead, contact the GOAT for all your roofing needs. roofgoatusa.com. Again, roofgoatusa.com. Say it one more time with me just for fun. roofgoatusa.com. Experience the Roof Goat USA difference today. This is wild. A German tourist. I was in New York City and I went to Los Tacos #1. Okay. He went there to this taco shop in New York City and he's suing this taco shop because the salsa was too hot. Ouch, it burns my mouth like the fire of Satan himself. Oh no. Is that a good German accent? I can't tell. According to his lawsuit, he said he had no idea how dangerous these sauces could be. So he loaded up. Oh, see, that's his own stupid fault. Take a sample. Ooh, this is hot as the dickens. I cannot eat this no more. Right? That's a terrible accent. My God. But that's what you're getting. He said, I had no idea about the components of the sauce, no experience before, and no warning information was mentioned on the sauce cup. I put a lot of sauces on the taco, he wrote in the lawsuit, adding he almost instantly learned that the green salsa is a very hot and spicy one. After his meal. Sorry. After his meal, he said he suffered from diarrhea and nausea and mouth and tongue blisters, which caused nonstop pain. I saw a picture of him like sticking his tongue out, like to show evidence of his blisters. It looked like he had just a normal ass tongue, dummy. He also claimed that his Apple Watch registered a higher pulse automatically while eating his meal. Then he said, for someone like me living in Germany and eating nothing spicy, that was terrible. It was very big shock to physically and mentally. Oh no. That's what he said. He requested that the restaurant shell out $100,000 to compensate him for medical expenses, pain, and suffering. I'm sorry. If you're a nurse, a doctor, and you see this dude coming in, and he's like, oh no, I ate some spicy, I ate too much, I hate the spicy hot sauce, owie, ow. Be like, fuck you, you pussy. Get the fuck out of here. Now, guys, this is weird. This is why you tune in, right? I have actual audio of him initially tasting the hot sauce, allegedly.
Hot! Too hot!
I'm sorry, that's funny to me. What a puss. I'm sorry. I don't know how I would handle that. He comes in like to the doctor's office. Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh, really? Are you okay?
Oh my god, I almost died!
It's hot sauce. Now, if the guy had like an ulcer, and that really affected his gut, or maybe he had an ulcer in his esophagus or something like that, and is somewhere in his digestive system, and that caused severe pain, discomfort, and God knows what else. Not a doctor. I know you want me to play one, but not right now. Maybe later. Okay? I mean, yeah, it was hot. Jesus Christ, man. You're visiting. You got to be careful. You don't just shove a bunch of sauces. If I went to Germany, I'm not just going to go pour a bunch of sauces on whatever shitty food that Germans have. Is this Wiener Schnitzel? I'm not going to dump a pile of whatever on top of it. I'm going to taste it. Then I'm going to get if there's sauces associated with it, I'm going to get a sample cup and just try it. Okay? Is this good? Yeah, maybe I'll add some more on there. That's his own stupid fault.
Plus, Scotty, I just want to point this out there. We're Americans. We got big balls. Hey, it sounds like this German fella got itty bitty balls. That's probably the problem, okay? He ain't all balls.
No, cowboy, he's not. My goodness. See, this is where another. Now, that being said, there is some sort of liability if they indeed did not label it spicy or hot, whatever. So we'll see how that one goes. I can't imagine he gets $100,000. Here's a gift card for the taco place. My brother, who lives in Australia, when he first went out there, He was working for a company called Guzman y Gomez, and since my brother went out there and started helping them. They went from like say 2 or 3 restaurants. Now they're huge. They're even in Hong Kong and stuff like that. That's a great part due to my brother going out there and helping. But what he was telling me, he's all, it's crazy because Australians, they're just not used to the spice like we are here in the States. And part of that is where we live here in Colorado. Mexico's so close. We got a lot of Hispanic influence here in Colorado. One of our biggest things that we produce here is green chili. It's very good. You smother that all over a burrito. Fantastic, right? And what is, say, mild here is extra hot over there. He said it's crazy because when my brother ended up opening up his own Mexican restaurant out in Australia, um, Jesus, I feel bad. It's Gringos, whatever. I feel, oh my God. They struggled after COVID, and it's on hiatus right now. They're looking for investors. They are, and it does well. It's just good run of bad luck type of thing. But he was telling me that it has to be super freaking mild in order for them to enjoy it and able to handle it. And it's not necessarily, because they're wusses. Sorry, cowboy.
Tomato, tomato. I still say they big pussies, no balls.
Okay. Anyway, whatever. No. The point is where they're at. It's just like same with the guy in Germany. They don't have spicy foods. They don't. That's just not a thing. So it makes sense. And he's like, this guy is getting blindsided by spicy food. Probably never even experienced it before at all. So I'm curious of how it goes. If they don't have it labeled, that might be his golden ticket. I don't know if it's going to be that much money, but we'll see. We'll see. Very interesting. A Chinese national has been arrested in Kenya's main airport, and he's accused of attempting to smuggle more than 2,000 garden ants out of the country. Apparently, that's a huge market. They're in these vials. They're all individually in these like almost like capsules things, and you can make a buttload of money. Obviously, they don't want to, because this guy's trying to smuggle them into Europe and Asia, where collectors keep them as pets. Weird people, rich people. What are you doing? Oh, what do I want to spend my money on today? How about a queen ant? It's probably making decent money doing that. I would never think to smuggle ants in my pants, okay? It seems like a horrible accident waiting to happen. Speaking of my brother, there was way back in the day, there's a picture right before it happened. My dad used to be the minister of this church out in the middle of nowhere, basically on the eastern plains of Colorado. And we drove out there, and my brother is just standing on this hill, this little mound. Turns out that mound was fire ants, and he ended up getting just bombarded by these fire ants, and he had the little bites or whatever it is all over him. I just imagine that. Could you imagine if you're on a flight and you're trying to smuggle ants and they just break out for somehow? They're ants. They're smart and they're strong. Dummy. You got a bunch of ants on your junk. Probably not a good idea. But speaking of junk, put your junk in our trunk. Storms Bros Junk Removal. Scotty, that was a fantastic transition. Keep going there, fella. Thanks, Connery. Storms Bros Junk Removal. If your home, garage, office, or yard is looking like a disaster zone, it happens. Guys, I get it. You need to contact Storms Bros Junk Removal right now. They can help clear up the mess. They're really nice to work with, too. Just go to stormsbrothersjunk.com. That's Storms with an S, brothersjunk.com. Sign up, get a free quote. They're super amazing when they come out there, friendly and hardworking. they just do an efficient job. It's really cool. And listen, I get it. Things pile up. It happens to everybody. Don't worry. That's why Storms Bros Junk Removal are the best ones to call, because they get it, they understand, and they can help get rid of all kinds of things, whether it's couches, futons, mattresses, including box springs, appliances, electronics, maybe a bunch of wood, drywall, construction materials. Maybe you're doing a construction job and you're like, whoa, wait, we need somebody to haul all this stuff away. Contact Storms Brothers Junk, and they're going to help you. Go to stormsbrothersjunk.com right now. Get a free quote. Again, that's stormsbrothersjunk.com, or you can give them a call, 303-736-9404. Again, 303-736-9404. It's Storms Bros Junk Removal. Put your junk in our trunk. Scotty Flawless again. Again, slightly disappointed that you didn't mess that one up, but I'm still pleased because you're talking about putting junk in trunks. You ever get that tattoo lined up, Connery, for your Storm Bros junk removal? I have not, Scotty. I have not. Guys, let's do this. I got a couple real cool ones coming up in the mailbag. Let's do it. Let's jump into the mailbag.
Mailbag. You've got mail.
This comes in from Seth. The first one does. He said, "Did you see Amazon is rolling out an adult only, like they quote unquote sassy personality for its Alexa Plus? Apparently, it roasts users and occasionally swears." Then Seth added, "What would it sound like if your characters were used like this?" Oh, that would be interesting. Let's see. Connery, what would you say?
Geez, that's a good one, Scotty. I think if it was the fellas listening, I'd be like, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?" And he'd be like, "Good. I'm a nerd." And then I would be like, "That's fantastic. What's your mother's name? Because I'd like to go bang her."
Okay, that's stupid.
It is. But then when the ladies would be talking, I'd be like, "Hi, I don't know if you know this, but your husband's quite the pussy. But speaking..."
Oh, Connery, stop it. Stop it. What? I was just going to say I could bang them. Okay, Connery, no. Cowboy, what would you do?
I think, Scotty, I think ultimately what I'd be doing is, I'd get people motivated for the day and say, "Go ahead, look at yourself in the mirror and look up and down your body. And if you can say, 'My God, I am all balls in these jeans,' hell, you ready for the day. You're going to do great."
Oh my gosh, you'd be a great motivation for the beginning.
Yeah, and then if they tried to talk back to me, I'd tell them to go fuck themselves.
Okay. Okay. Why is Clown DeHuff here? I would say nobody loves you like my parents never loved me. I'm sad. Okay. Clown DeHuff. Probably not a good one. Oh dear, you're going out wearing that? Okay, apparently somebody gave up. I guess that's what it would be. Terrible. Don't go with Clown Dove. Although that'd be kind of funny. Would be kind of funny. Brandon Krisztal, I used to work with at 104.3 The Fan back in the day. He now works for Guerilla Sports, does a fantastic job as a host and reporter. But back in the day, he and I used to work closely together. At one time, it was when we were working with Mike and Scott. Ended up being the best midday show, Mike and Scott, back in 2010, I believe it was, via the Colorado Broadcasters Association. Never got a plaque, even though like 50% of the demo that I sent in has me in it. Didn't get a plaque. Still waiting on that, CBA or, Bonneville. You guys could be sending me that. Put it up on my wall. Give you free promotion. I don't want to pay for it. I'm just saying, you guys give it to me. Anyway, well, back in the day, Brandon brought this up. He responded, briefly to something that I posted on Twitter this morning for St. Patrick's Day. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that bit he and I did back in the day. So here you go. Here's a flashback. I'm not changing anything. This is how it aired on the station, and it's promoting the Mike and Scott show. Here's our St. Paddy's Day special.
It's Mike and Scott's St. Paddy's Day interview special with Scott DeHuff.
Hello, I'm Scott DeHuff, and I'm sitting down with Frank the Leprechaun. Frank, how you doing today?
Top of the morning to you, DeHuff.
All right, Frank, let's cut the crap. Where's your mother pot of gold?
What? Are you kidding me?
Does this seem like a joke?
Ah, me leg! Me leg!
Where's the gold, little man?
Oh, I'll never tell you now.
Well, that's plenty fine with me. Prepare to be destroyed.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from Mike and Scott. Arr.
Brandon sounded like a pirate. That's funny. It's funny. It is. It is. I like it. Good stuff. Thank you so much to Brandon Krisztal. You could always check him out on social media. I think it's like BK Denver, something like that. Good dude. Knows a lot of people. By the way, go ahead and follow me on social media at DeHuff Podcast or at DeHuff on Twitter. And whether it's Instagram, I'm trying to boost my YouTube. YouTube's so frustrating to me. If I post anything like, say, YouTube Shorts, they do really well. Full-length episodes, not so much. But full-length episodes do really well on Twitter, Facebook, and I think I'm going to go back to putting those on TikTok as well because they do well there too. But anyway, if you can, follow me everywhere, okay? At DeHuff Podcast. Can't go wrong. I tried to make it simple for everybody. At DeHuff Podcast. Thank you so much for joining the show. Really do appreciate it. Let me check Twitter real quick one more time as we get this going. Oh, yeah. So, Brandon, I'm going to tweet it at him. He said he's going to check it out. Then he put a green heart. What the hell, big head, bro? Seriously? I didn't know. Look at me. I'm all Twitter-pated. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining the show. Really do appreciate it. By the way, he's at BK Denver Sports on Twitter, so go ahead and follow him. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. Big thanks to Storm Bros Junk Removal for sponsoring our studios. They do a fantastic job. Check them out at stormsbrothersjunk.com and sign up for that free quote. And big thanks to Roof Goat USA. They're our proud sponsor of our headlines as well as our sports section. Check them out at roofgoatusa.com and get that free roof inspection when you sign up, whether you're here in Colorado or out in Michigan. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. Try not to be a dick. Don't be pinching nobody, okay? Nobody likes it unless they're hot, okay? If they're hot and pinching you, I guess you could look the other way. Be like, oh, no, I'm not wearing green. Anyway. Guys, it's DeHuff Uncensored. Let's keep moving forward. I'll talk to you next time.